So since we've completed pretty much all of the premium reviews that I wanted to do during the anniversary sale for War Thunder, there's one thing that you guys kind of pointed out to me, and that is that you kind of want to see vehicles within just a regular texture of War Thunder, but kind of done in the same way as those premium reviews. And I kind of don't blame you guys, because for one, it's kind of cool to just see what you're kind of grinding for, to see if it's actually worth it for whatever you want it for whenever it comes to the, you know, War Thunder grind. Sometimes there's vehicles that you can get up in the top tier, even just mid tiers and stuff like that, that they just turn out really crap and they kind of ruin your mood whenever it comes to the grind of War Thunder. And that's what I kind of want to do with these types of videos. So even though there might be vehicles in the game, which for some people, whenever it comes to the YouTube sphere, that won't get a ton of views, I kind of really just want to do whatever you guys want to see. And that's one of the huge and important things whenever it comes to this, is that whatever you guys suggest in the comments, I would definitely try to make a video on it at some point. Now, I am kind of going in a little bit of an order of this. So if you do put in a comment on this video, at least, you know, asking me to play a certain vehicle, just realize that there is already a huge backlog whenever it comes to actually, you know, playing some of the vehicles, because I have a ton of requests whenever it comes to this thing. And the funny thing is that this is the first one, which is the ZTZ96, which was suggested to play by Brendan Harvey 3583, which is always really cool that you guys want to see different vehicles, and especially this one, because it's very interesting whenever it comes to War Thunder. And we will get onto the vehicle now. Now, the ZTZ96 is a pretty interesting vehicle for War Thunder, because at 9.3, I believe this is the most powerful APFSDS that is currently in the game, even below like even BR 10.0, I believe that's still very powerful. And the thing about it is that you're just going to be a glass cannon. Like, you can just nuke everything whenever it comes to like pen. Like, nothing will be able to stop this at 9.3. If you get down tier to 8.3, there's nothing that can stop the 125i round. It is just so good at this battle rating. And also in an up tier, so let's just say that you get put into 10.3, even the M1 Abrams, which is probably one of the vehicles that you're going to see a lot. Let's like even just use the KVT, for example. The KVT is one of those vehicles that you're probably going to see a lot, because it's a premium. And with that round, and I know this is the 99, but it does have the same exact round. The round itself can like go through the cheeks of an M1 Abrams. And for that battle rating, you're not going to be able to see a lot of vehicles that would be able to do that whenever it comes to the end of the day of things. And that's always really cool for China whenever it comes to this vehicle right here. Now, the thing about the ZTZ is that it's a vehicle with a lot of cons to it, even though the gun and armament is probably really, really good. And the thing that is kind of a really huge con is the armor. So the armor of this thing is very odd, because you have none right here at the gun breech, which is also a weak spot. But the big one is this lower plate. So as you see right here, the composite is on upper plate up here. But as soon as you go to the lower plate, and like, let's turn off the X-ray here, there's nothing there. So whenever you're shot there, like, you can get shot with something stupid, like let's just go down to like rank 4 of, you know, China. You can get shot by the 90 mil with M82, go straight through. So nothing will be able to stop that, and you know, it would just kill your whole crew. The big thing about it is, and I know that's like an extreme example of just like a 90 millimeter, but like, let's say that you're playing against Germany, you see yourself a Puma, it has the APFSDS, and even at this range at 300 meters, it can still go through the lower plate, which for many auto cannons, you're not going to be able to frontally pin some of these MBTs whenever it comes to things. And that's always a really huge, you know, point to actually point out, is that once you show the enemy this lower plate, you're pretty much dead. Now, it does come with a little bit of a benefit. And the benefit is that it looks like a T-72. And pretty much this is just the Chinese version of a T-72. And many people will still just use the same exact weak spot of T-72s, which is always the drive report right there. And sometimes they can shoot right there. And since this is like, this ain't a really good round to show it off in, like, let's just say this one, for example, let's just use the Type 83. The Type 83, if you shoot right in here, yes, you have that thing right there. But as soon as it pins, it's normally just going to hit the breach. You're going to get gun breached, and maybe you can like go back and, you know, do your thing. But it's like a little bit of a spot right here where basically it will not pin if they go for the typical like T-72 shot whenever it comes to killing things. But yeah, the weak spot of this tank is the lower plate. If you see the lower plate, just shoot there. It'll most likely hit ammo, and it would just completely destroy the tank. Now, because this thing is basically a T-72, we can kind of show off a little bit of a downside to it, and that is always just going to be the reverse speed. The reverse speed of the ZTZ96 is pretty bad. The forward speed is pretty all right. You know, it does have a stabilizer, does have a laser rangefinder, but the one thing it doesn't have is thermals, which is always a little bit of a downside to this tank. So yeah, let's see how this thing performs in game, and see what we can do whenever it comes to the ZTZ96. We did get it up tier, which is kind of a little bit interesting. I'm trusting that this stuff is actually recording because the way that I'm doing this now is a little bit different. So I'm not using OBS or anything, but I'm using Shadowplay, and I'm using it to where it can actually like hear the voice and everything. So hopefully the audio is good. And if the audio is good, definitely leave that in the comments, because this is a completely new setup for what this is. Yeah, this is an up tier. It seems like there's a ton of premiums, and it's kind of expected. That's why I kind of waited to do this video for just a smidge whenever it came to the War Thunder cells, because, well, for one, everyone's just going to be running premiums, and as you can see right there, ZTZ96A is literally just a better version than me. So the way that I want to play this thing is I want to play it a little bit passively, because I do not want to be the first one in, but I don't want to be the last one in, if that makes a lot of sense whenever it comes to, you know, the kind of play style. I kind of want to be the person who's there to just, you know, steal kills. I know it kind of sounds pretty bad, but as soon as you try to brawl or like directly push with this thing, I feel like you're just going to do extremely poorly with it, which is always going to be, you know, kind of bad. So whenever it comes to actually playing these vehicles, I'm not going to really ever like just like put out like my very best gameplay. I mean, like, yeah, she can like search for nukes and all that sort of stuff all day long, but I feel like that's a kind of like a bad representation in a way. So yeah, we got a dude over there. Did get turret ring, but didn't get what I really wanted to get from him. We got a bullet. Should probably get him, which is always good. Also, our team is like pretty much kind of just dying, so which is not a great sign. So the 2S is basically held the capture point from C, but the thing, did it kill himself? Interesting. Okay. I just don't know what the point of that was, but you do you, I guess, type 16? That was a hell of a shot for like on the move type of like maneuvers here. Oh, we got that wonderful thing to happen. I don't really want to have to like waste like 40 rounds on this, man. Alright, we have one over there now. Go and get him out of the way. And we do have one over here. So the thing is, I know it's a striker. I know he's most likely got M900 loaded, so pretty much no matter what I do in this scenario, my armor does not matter at all. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure I don't get shot from the right side right now, even though I might lose this engagement because he only has to shoot like one crew. And he's going to be like above me or whatever at this point. If I'm getting cast, it don't matter. Wow, that was lagging my game of fun. I should be able to beat out his reload because, yeah, he's a striker. So GG. So yeah, that's the one thing that I really did not like on the striker. And why am I hearing an engine? Oh. Why am I hearing an engine? Question mark? I swear to God, I just heard an engine to my left. I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, that's the one. Why am I hearing it again? Okay, interesting. Go away. But yeah, the one thing about the striker that I never liked about it is the reload. The reload just kills that thing whenever it comes to being any sort of like a decent brawler within War Thunder. It's always kind of bad. Yeah, sadly, it seems like our team not did the hot, so kind of just left over here and oh, please don't have bees, please don't have bees, please don't have bees, please don't have bees. So we finally got a down tier with the ZTZ, which is always pretty cool. At the end of the day, you basically just have a round now that can pin everything. So GG enemy team. Hopefully, you know, you don't suffer too much. But yeah, I mean, this is the new map for War Thunder. At least you got good old Flanders or whatever it's called. I don't know how I kind of feel about this map. I haven't really played it much whenever it comes to this battle rating like range. I played it a ton when it comes to like 5.7 to probably like 7.0, 7.3, somewhere in there. But it feels pretty alright. Like, I don't really think there's a huge issue with like any positions on the map yet, except for the like B point. B point is a little bit interesting because it's like a little town. And I feel like it's really hard to actually get people out of that midpoint of Bravo. Even like if you're attacking it, it feels like it's very, very easy to defend it, which is always a interesting thing whenever it comes to War Thunder, especially since, you know, it is a power position because you have a ton of buildings that can protect you from like gas stuff. You also have, you know, a ton of things that can just do stuff. As you can see here, we're just getting beat out by a bunch of things, but we are not spaded in this thing. So kind of does make a little bit of sense. Yeah, I guess that's one of the like small kind of like nerfs with this thing is that you don't have thermals, so you can't quickly just like scan an area and be able to see everything. Which always is a little bit interesting. This T-55M is kind of just in my way. Never mind. Oh, we got us a Bradley. Goodbye, Mr. Bradley. Nice knowing ya. It's like our first kill of this game, and we just kind of like wandered around. You get these types of games sometimes. You just do the good old wandering. Here. Well, I don't think that's the right mark. I would take fuel, I guess. Get down so we're not skylining. Because I don't need to like rush it or anything. Oh, it's a Chrysler? No, I shot somebody else. That's a whole nother dude. Got one moving back here as well. Looks like a MBT 70 or something. XM. I'm in a really weird predicament right now because I feel like my tank is too small, and then also don't have like insane like gun depression to use with this tank either. I know there was a dude over here, just making sure like I don't get shot from like my left. I do know one thing though, whenever it comes to a tank like the ZTZ, you definitely have like a little bit of a downside of the round itself. Now I do understand like this is going to make like no sense too, but whenever you have a round that can just pin everything, you kind of just forget about actually aiming for weak points within the tank, like ammo and stuff. You just kind of like center mass everything. There we go. Easy. I wish Goat had died though. That'd have been cool. Do those on a daily. Goodbye, little Swedish thing. It probably would have been a better target to shoot somewhere else, but yeah, I feel like building into Swedish. Especially with that shot we just hit on that one. Like, Jesus, man. That is just crazy. Hopefully it crashes, because I really do want that kill. Oh, there's our saw by that was shot that won't go down. Yeah, this is a backup. We sadly got destroyed by a warrior. Oh, man. My day is ruined. A Briton has come and killed me. Oh, we got a little duster. Let's get our wonderful HE round. Oh yeah, I forgot your ITO. Interesting little like throwing it at me type of thing, movement right there. Whoa! We got him. We got the sub. Oh, that's amazing, man. That's all I wanted, because I knew that APFSDS that hit him was like a solid one. There we go, we get him. Luckily enough, he was already hit before, so I don't have to really worry about his crew. Hang on. We can get this, man. Hang on. We just need a HE shell. Where's he at? Oh, someone's already proxying him. No, don't proxy him. Oh. There we go. Need us a little bit of a shell with some drop on it. But yeah, what do you guys think about the ZTZ? It's an okay tank. Like there's a couple things that like you're missing thermals and everything, so it's a little bit of a thing with that. But to be quite fair with you, the tank itself is really good. It's a T-72 with a lower plate that pretty much anything can pen, but you have a T-72 with a really good gun, which is always just a positive thing for me at least. We got a couple more coming out of their spawn, so we have to wait for that. Go ahead and get him. We got like a Tyrann from good old Israel coming. So here's the thing, like normally in like any regular MBT, I'll just be like, hey, you know what? You're like an easy kill. Oh God, I like loaded HE. Oh well. GG. Wow, that ricocheted. But yeah, once again, like I just showed right there, people sometimes just forget that like you can even like shoot the ZTZ at the lower plate. Like that dude should have easily got a kill, but he went for the T72, which is like right there, which is, you know, a common thing. But yeah, what do you guys think about the ZTZ? To me, it's a really good vehicle, and hopefully all of you guys enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys in the next video, which I believe either is the Weasel for Germany, which I'll have to unlock this one first, but it might be France with the EBR 1951. So we'll have to see, and we'll see you guys in the next War Thunder video.